Very good evening, everyone. Can you please confirm in the chat box whether you can able to hear my voice and whether you can able to see the screen or not, so that we'll start our session without any delay. Can you all please confirm in the chat box? Can you able to hear my voice and whether you can able to see the screen or not? Yeah. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Without any delay, we'll start our session today. Okay. Today we are going to discuss there are two major important topics in aptitude, which are yes, of course, important for TCS NQT as well. So out of that, like one of the topic is time and work. Okay. When it comes to the point of time and work, okay, there are few models that you may get questions in TCS NQT. Let's say basically when we're talking about the topic of time and work, there are three type of questions can be given in TCS NQT exam. Okay, first category, okay, based on different efficiencies. Okay, the problems based on different efficiencies. And next, the problems based on equal efficiencies. Okay, problems based on equal efficiencies. Yes, of course, 2 days back, majority of the students are asking that questions based on pipes and cisterns. Pipes and cisterns. So all these three categories of the questions comes under the concept of time and work. So we'll discuss the questions. Okay, so along with the concept like which were asked in the previous NQT exam. Okay, so before that, let me give you an example what actually different efficiencies, what actually equal efficiencies, and what are the problems on pipes and cisterns. When you are aware of problems on different efficiencies, almost pipes and cisterns are same. The problems on pipes and cisterns are same as working on different efficiencies, just only terminology will change. Let's consider what actually, okay, the difference between the first and next categories. Let me give a small example. Okay, let's consider, okay, like most of the questions based on time and work will be given like this. So person A can complete a work in 10 days, right? A person can complete a work in 10 days. Person B can complete the same work in 15 days. The person B can complete the same work in 15 days. Now the question is, as this is a basic question, so I'm just asking you, if person A, if he works alone, he can complete the work in 10 days. If B works alone, he can complete the work in 15 days. Now the question is, if they both started working together, how long will they take to complete the work? Okay, so if they both started working together, so what basically, so if they both starts working together, okay, so how much time will they take to complete the work? Is it 10 plus 15, 25 days? No. Okay, because when you're talking about days, you should not add days, just basic sense. Okay, so if A alone can complete the work in 10 days, if B alone can complete the work in 15 days, if they both started working together, okay, how come they will take 25 days to complete the work? If A alone can complete in 10 days, obviously, if they both works together, so that work will be completed less than 10 days, right? So if you observe, these are nothing but time. So time can be, they can give it in terms of days, okay, or they can give in terms of minutes, or they can give in terms of hours, so weeks, whatever it is, everything will be considered as time. So here they mention that, okay, days, in terms of days. Sometimes they may give A can complete work in 10 hours, B can complete work in 15 hours. They can mention in terms of hours as well. So whatever it is, this is the time. Now when you're talking about time and work problems, these are nothing but working on different efficiencies. What actually efficiency is? So efficiency is inversely proportional to time. Very simple. Now A can complete the work in 10 days, B can complete the work in 15 days. Now who is working efficiently? So either A or B. So of course I can say, okay, A is more efficient than B, right? So here I'm using the word efficiency. When you're talking about efficiency, in this I can clearly say that A is more efficient than B. Okay, the reason is A is taking less time than B. The person who is taking less time is more efficient. The person who is taking more time is less efficient than A. Am I right? So here when you're talking about the relation between time and efficiency, what can be the relation here? Can I say that time is inversely proportional to efficiency? Time is inversely proportional to efficiency. Again, I repeat the statement. If the person who is taking less time is more efficient, out of A and B, here I can say that A is more efficient than B because A is taking less time than B. Now, if they both started working together, how long will they take to complete the work? Now, if you observe, okay, here A is taking 10 days to complete entire work. So to complete the work which can be done in one particular day, can I say that it is 1 by 10th part of the work will be done? So 1 by 10th part of the work, so I can say that, okay, so 1 by 10th is nothing but efficiency. 1 by 10th is nothing but efficiency. 10 days is a time, 1 by 10 is efficiency. Now B is taking how much time to complete the work? 15 days. Now efficiency in one day, how much time that B can complete the work? So 1 by 15. Now when it comes to the point of the conditions, like if they both started working together, how long will they take to complete the work? When they both started working together, so A plus B, you should not add time. What you should add? You should add efficiency. Either adding or subtracting, everything should be done only for efficiency. Now A in one day, how much part of the work will be completed? So 1 by 10th. Now B can complete how much part of the work? 1 by 15th part of the work. Now here when you add 1 by 10 plus 1 by 15, so here what is LCM of 10 and 15? It will be 30. So 10 how many times is 30? 3 times. 15 how many times is 30? 2 times. Now I can say that 5 by 30, which is equals to 1 by 6. What is this 1 by 6 indicates? So A plus B, they both works together. How much part of the work will be done? So 1 by 6th part of the work will be done. Now what's the question? Total how many days required to complete entire work? So obviously when they both started working together, A plus B, in one day 1 by 6th part of the work will be done. This 1 by 6th is referred as efficiency. Now what about time? Already we discussed just now. Time is inversely proportional to efficiency. Now already 1 by 6 we already know that. So I can say that how many days it requires is, so 6 days for them to complete the work. So this is how basically we used to solve the questions on time and work. Yeah, here I can see the question like how many questions that we can expect from time and work. So according to my analysis, so you may expect one guarantee question from time and work, okay, 1 to 2 in the range. So sometimes in the last some of the slots they have given only one question, okay. So for sure either you can expect the question from different efficiencies or equal efficiencies or pipes and system, okay. Minimum 1 to maximum 2 you can expect in TCS NQT. And one of the student posted as when will be verbal classes? Okay, so of course, like we are planning to conduct one complete verbal session on the complete topics of TCS NQT for 2 hours almost. Okay, on Thursday we will give you an update regarding this verbal class as well. Okay, so let's come to the point, guys. Okay, so in time and work, let's say this is the basic question, like how basically you, students used to solve. Let me give you a simple shortcut and simple way to understand the question. Okay, this method, this approach, whatever the question we are solving, we call this approach as, okay, fractional method. So because we are taking, what we are doing here, time is inversely proportional to efficiency. A can complete the work in 10 days. In one day, 1 by 10th part of the work will be done. 15 days, 1 by 15. So we are converting into fractions. Actually, no need to do all these things. Let me give you a simple way to solve questions from time and work. Guys, again I am telling, you can easily expect 1 to 2 questions from time and work. Listen carefully. Very, very important topic, not only for TCS NQT, and this may helps you, these shortcuts, okay, for the further upcoming drives as well. So listen carefully. Let's say A can complete the same question I am explaining in different way. Okay, A can complete a work in 10 days. Let's say B can complete a work in 15 days. If the same work, if I'll assign to B, he'll take 15 days to complete the work. Now let's take a simple analysis. Here when we're talking about the time and work, okay, here what work they are doing. So here A can do some work in 10 days, B can do some work in 15 days. Instead of considering, okay, some work, we'll just fix it what work they are doing. Okay, let me give you a simple shortcut. Basically we call this shortcut as chocolate method. So what actually this chocolate method says is, here whatever the work they are doing, see, work in the sense, just imagine eating chocolates is the work. Okay, let's assume eating chocolates is the work. Now A can eat some set of chocolates in 10 days, B can eat some set of chocolates in 15 days. Okay, now instead of considering some chocolates, let me give you a small example. Now I am assuming, let's assume total chocolates in the whole question will be LCM of the given numbers. Okay, LCM of the given numbers. What is LCM of 10 and 15? So LCM of 10 and 15 is 30. Now here the total chocolates will be 30 chocolates. Now let's again generalize the question. So A can eat 30 chocolates in how many days? 10 days. B can eat the same work, means B can eat the same number of chocolates in how many days? 15 days. Now if you observe, if A can eat 30 chocolates in 10 days, in one day how many chocolates that A can complete? Can I say that it is 3 chocolates A can eat in one day? Yes. So B, if B can eat 30 chocolates in 15 days, in one day how many chocolates B can eat? Of course 2 chocolates per day. Now if they both started working together, what work? Eating chocolates. Now if they both started working together, how many chocolates they both can eat? 5 chocolates per day they can eat. Okay, 5 chocolates per day. So now the question is, if they both started working together, how long will they take to complete the work? What work? Eating 30 chocolates. So my question is, if they both started working together, how long will they take to complete the work? So they both can eat 5 chocolates per day. In order to complete 30 chocolates, how many days required? 30 by 5, which is equals to 6 days required to complete the entire work. So here actually this method will helps you, okay, to minimize your fractions or calculations and all, and it helps you to save time in examination as well. Okay, I hope you all are clear with this. Based on this, like moreover, like we are solving in the same way of the remaining questions. Okay, yeah, exactly. Okay, let's go with the next one. Okay, let me give you, now we'll try to solve questions which were asked in the previous NQT exam. Sir, in aptitude, which topics has more weightage? Manishi, it's not exactly which particular specific topics. Already we have given a complete syllabus on day one video on aptitude, which topics they are mainly focused on. So you can refer that video so that you will get to know. Moreover, on each topic you will be having 1 to 2 questions weightage. So we have discussed everything in detail in the first video. You just go through it once. Yeah, I'm getting answers in the chat box for this question. Guys, as I said in day 2 class about percentages, okay, if you learn percentages, there are so many topics that we are going to connect regarding this percentage topic. Example is this topic. So if you know like the conversions of the percentages, it is very easy for you to solve these type of questions. Okay, here A, B, C together can complete a work in 16 days. If A and B together can complete the work in 24 days, in how many days C alone can complete 75% of the work? Okay, let's try to solve this question. Yeah, okay, so I hope you understood this question. So A, B, C together can complete a work in 16 days, right? So I'm writing here A plus B plus C can complete a work in how many days? 16 days. Okay, now if A and B together can complete in 24 days, means if only A and B, they both can complete work in 24 days. Okay, in how many days C alone can complete 75% of the work? This is very easy question if you know the proper logic, okay, how to solve it. Otherwise you will end up with a lot of calculations and fractions. Okay, so let's say here whatever I said, okay, either individual person or there are ABC or AB, whatever it is. So total chocolates will be assumed as LCM of these 16 and 24. So you just need to understand what is LCM of 16 and 24. What is LCM of 16 and 24? So can I say that it is 48 chocolates? Okay, so if A, B, C all together, okay, can eat how many chocolates? 16. Here 16 threes, right? Okay, so here 3 chocolates per day, they all together can eat. Now A plus B, okay, so can eat 48 chocolates in 24 days. So means 2 chocolates per day. Now if you observe A plus B plus C can eat, okay, 3 chocolates per day. Only A plus B can eat 2 chocolates per day. Now what about that extra 1 chocolates? Can I say that that will be consumed by C? Means I already got to know. So C's efficiency is 1 chocolate per day. So I can write here C can eat 1 chocolate per day. Very simple, very logical question. Okay, so 1 chocolate per day. C can eat 1 chocolate per day. Now in order to complete entire work, okay, how long C take to complete the work? If in case the question is, okay, we already know the efficiency of C, how long C alone can complete the full work? If they ask what is the full work, 40 eating 48 chocolates, C can eat only 1 chocolate per day. To complete 48 chocolates, C required 48 days. But actual question is not to complete entire work. If you observe the question, just to complete 75% of the work, means C no need to eat all these 48 chocolates, just only 75%. 75% is 3 by 4th. So what is 3 by 4th of 48? So for 12 times. So 12 threes 36. So only to eat 36 chocolates, how long C takes to complete the work? Actually C's capability or efficiency is 1 chocolate per day. To complete 36 chocolates, how long C will take to complete the work? So answer is 36 days. I hope you all are clear. See, if you follow this particular method, this is having like very minimal calculations. So I hope you all are clear with this question. So let's go with the next one. Yeah, exactly. I can see answers 36 days. Yeah, we'll go with the next one. For doing a certain work, the efficiency of A, B, C are in the ratio 3:7:5. Working together, they can complete the work in 21 days. B alone can complete the original work in how many days? Okay, very simple. They mixed up a ratios concept in the topic of time and work. So here there are 3 people for doing a certain work. Okay, their efficiencies are given in the ratio. Already we got to know that efficiencies A, B, C. What is efficiency of A, B, C? 3:7:5, right? So their efficiency we already got to know. Now working together, they can complete the work in 21 days. Working together, let's assume that already we got to know that these are efficiencies, means A can eat 3 chocolates per day, B can eat 7 chocolates per day, C can eat 15 chocolates per day. Sorry, 5 chocolates per day. Now total, if they all work together, now can I say that A plus B plus C, they all together will eat 15 chocolates per day. I'm just assuming. Don't get confused, sir. How can you consider 3, 7, 5? Anyhow, we got to know that these are ratios. So I'm just mapping it for the values. Okay. So they can eat 15 chocolates per day. So likewise, how many days they worked for? Working together, they can complete the work in 21 days. Means they all together worked for 21 days to complete entire work. Means I will get to know total chocolates is equals to they actually eat 15 chocolates per day. Likewise, they completed into 21. Okay, so here I will get to know. Okay, so actually 15 2s 30, 300 plus 15, 3, 1, 5. So total number of chocolates in the picture is 315 chocolates. Now what's the question actually? B alone can complete the original work in how many days? What is the original work to complete this 315 chocolates? B alone will take in how many days? So 315 divided by B can eat only how many chocolates per day? 7 chocolates. So 7. So 7 4 times is 28. 35. 7 5 times is 35. So B can take 45 days to complete entire work. B alone can complete the work in 45 days. So these are the questions which were asked in previous TCS NQT exam. Okay, hope you all are clear with this. Yeah, let's move on to the next one. Okay. What actually next question shows is Rahul and Sachin can complete a work in 60 days and 45 days respectively. Sachin starts working with 125% of his capacity. In how many days will they complete 80% of the work if they work together? Don't get confused after seeing these percentage values. These are very simple if you know how to convert it. Very simple. Okay. Let's take individual efficiencies of Rahul and Sachin. Okay. In how many days Rahul can complete the work? Rahul can complete the work in 60 days. Okay. And Sachin can complete the work in 45 days. Okay, 45 days. Now, obviously they have given some certain conditions. So first we'll try to calculate individual efficiencies of Rahul and Sachin. Now, what's the total chocolates in the picture? So can I say that it is LCM of 60 and 45? So LCM of 60 and 45. So highest number is 60, 60. So obviously remember, okay, I will just tell you a simple shortcut for finding LCM. So for any numbers you are calculating LCM, LCM should be always the highest number or highest number in the list or highest numbers multiple. Okay, let's say when I'm calculating the LCM of 60 and 45, I can say that so 60 is the highest number. My answer will be 60 or multiple of 60. So how can you check whether it is 60 or multiple of 60? Very simple. 60 is not divisible by 45. So 60 is not my LCM. Next, 60 multiple. What is 62 times? 120. 120 is not divisible by 45. Next, 63 times 180. 180 is divisible by 45 because 45 4 times is 180. So my answer is 180. So LCM, calculating LCM in a shortcut way. Okay, this is the best method. So to save time. Okay, total chocolates is 180. Now Rahul can eat 180 chocolates in 60 days. So Rahul can eat how many chocolates per day? 3 chocolates per day. Now Sachin can eat 180 chocolates in 45 days. In one day, how many chocolates Sachin can eat? 4 chocolates. Okay. Now let's go with the condition. If Sachin starts working with 125% efficiency. So actually initial efficiency is Sachin can eat how many chocolates per day? Only 4 chocolates per day. Let's assume that 4 chocolates is his complete 100% efficiency. Now 100% efficiencies with 4 chocolates. If he is working with 125 efficiency, so can I say that new efficiency of Sachin will be 5 chocolates per day, because if 100% is 4, 125% is 5 chocolates, right? Now you should not consider this old efficiency of Sachin. Now the new efficiency of Sachin you should consider. Now Rahul can eat 3 chocolates per day. Sachin can eat 5 chocolates per day. What will happen if Sachin will work with 125% of his capacity? Now, in how many days will they complete? They both can complete. They both can complete in the sense both will take how many chocolates? 8 chocolates per day. They both can eat 8 chocolates per day. Now, how long will they take to complete 80% of the work? Not this complete work. What is they are talking about? 80%. 80% means 4 by 5, right? 4 by 5 times of 180. So here 5 3 times is 15, 5 6 times is 30. So here 36 4 times, 34 times is 120, 4 6 times is 24. So total 144. So To complete these 144 chocolates, they both will take how long? How many days they will take? Very simple here, 144 divided by 8. Correct? So I hope you all are clear. So here 8 ones is 8. So here left out is 64. 8 8 64. So answer is, how long will they take to complete the work? 18 days to complete the work. I hope you all are clear with the question. Okay, so the only part you should understand is, here they have given that one person efficiency got increased, and also they have given that to complete 80% of the work, not the complete work, 80, just only 80% of the work. I hope you all are clear with this. Actually, following this chocolate method will gives you very less calculations and very less confusions as well. If you go with fractional method, sometimes students might get confused about taking conditions in fractions. Okay, that's the reason. Please try to avoid taking fractions. It may take long time in the exam. So better to go with this LCM method. Okay, yeah, let's go with the next one. Yeah, exactly the same question asked in the previous exam, TCS. Okay, so here the question is very big, but if you try to understand the conditions properly, so obviously you will feel that, okay, solving this question will be easy. Okay, Anil is hired to paint a house, and he can finish a job in how many days? 20 days. So let's say I'm taking Anil can complete a work in how many days? 20 days. Okay, next, if he works alone, okay, if he works alone, so sorry, however, he's asked to finish the painting as quickly as possible, so he decides to take help from two of his friends called Vinay and Sagar. Vinay can work 4 times as quickly as Anil. So I'm just writing the condition. Vinay can work 4 times as fast as Anil. Means very simple logic. If Anil will eat 1 chocolate, Vinay will eat 4 chocolates. That's it. Okay. Means Vinay is working 4 times better than Anil. Means if Anil will eat 1 chocolate, if Anil eats 1 chocolate, so Vinay will eat 4 chocolates. Okay. That's what the meaning of efficiency. Okay. Next, while Sagar works twice as quickly as Anil, the same condition, Sagar works twice as quickly as Anil. Means if Anil eat 1 chocolate, Sagar will eat 2 chocolates. That's it. Okay. Now let's consider, okay, the conditions here. The painting is begun by whom? Anil. So who works alone for 2 days. Then Vinay joins him and they work together for few days. Okay. Then Vinay has to leave and Sagar joins Anil. Together they finish the remaining painting in 1 day. So the number of days that Vinay worked is, see, if you understand, actually the question is very big. There are so many story conditions given in the question, but if you understand the question properly, solving this question less than a minute is possible. Okay, so let's consider, here they're talking about Anil can complete the work in 20 days. Let's assume that only one value is given. Why can't we assume that total chocolate is 20 chocolates? Okay, so you can assume, because there are no time given for, okay, Vinay as well as Sagar. They only given that efficiencies. Okay, I'm just assuming it as total chocolates is 20 chocolates. If Anil can eat 20 chocolates in 20 days, Anil can eat 1 chocolate in 1 day. Am I correct? So 1 chocolate in 1 day. If Anil eats 1 chocolate, can you tell Sagar eats how many chocolates per day? So Sagar is twice that of Anil. So can I say that Sagar is eating 2 chocolates per day? That's it. Now, when you are talking about when Anil eats 1 chocolate per day, okay, Vinay eats 4 chocolates per day, because we already know the conditions relation between Vinay and Anil as well as Sagar and Anil as well. So if you observe, we got to know that efficiencies of all those. So Anil can eat 1 chocolate per day, Sagar can eat 2 chocolates per day, Vinay can eat 4 chocolates per day. Now let's consider a scenario. Okay, I'm just drawing a timeline to make our calculations little easy, and it is easy for you to understand as well. Okay, this is the starting of the work. This is the starting of the work, and this is ending of the work. Okay, let's consider a scenario. Who started the work first? The painting is begin by Anil. who works alone for 2 days. So here Anil started the work. He started the work and he worked for, let's say, 2 days he worked. Okay. Actually, what is the efficiency of Anil? So Anil efficiency is only 1 chocolate per day. When he works for 2 days, can I say that 2 chocolates are eaten by Anil? Okay, right? Next, after that, okay, then Vinay joins him. So along with Anil, so Vinay joins him and they work together for few days. We are not so sure how many days they both worked for. So I can say that, so after Vinay joins with Anil, so they worked for few days. We don't know how many days they worked. So after that, later what happened? Then Vinay has to leave and Sagar joins Anil. So after some days, Vinay has to leave and who joins with Anil? Sagar joins Anil. Okay. Together they finish the remaining painting in 1 day. So they worked for 1 day. Now if Anil and Sagar both works together, Anil and Sagar both works together, how many chocolates will they eat? Both 3 chocolates per day. So when they work for 1 day, can I say that they both completed 3 chocolates? Okay. Now total how many chocolates we have here? 20, whatever we assume single value. So out of 20, first 2 days Anil ate 2 chocolates and last 1 day Anil and Sagar ate, okay, 3 chocolates. Total how many chocolates completed? 5 chocolates completed. How many chocolates left out of 20? Can I say that 15 chocolates left out? These chocolates should be taken by, should be completed by Anil as well as Vinay. What is the efficiency of Anil and Vinay? Anil and Vinay. Anil can eat 1 chocolate, Vinay can eat 4 chocolates. They both together 5 chocolates per day. Now they have 15 chocolates and their efficiency is 5 chocolates per day, because Anil and Vinay both efficiency will be 5 chocolates per day. How many days required? 3 days required. 5 3 is 15. So I can say that, okay, they worked for 3 days. What actually the question? So the number of days that Vinay worked for, actually Vinay joins here and he left here. How many days he worked? 3 days. So correct answer is Vinay worked for 3 days. Very simple. So here the only thing that you should understand is how to take the condition. We already know that efficiency is clearly given in the question. So you just need to understand how many days they work. So better when you are solving these different efficiencies, so better take one timeline. So it is easy for you to understand in the starting of the time who worked for, okay, and the last whoever there, so that it is easy to map that values. Okay, I hope you all are clear with this. So answer is, it's a 3 days. Yeah, exactly. So let's go with the next one. Kind of similar question here. The way of asking is little different. Okay. So Jagadish can build a wall in 10 days. Same case, Jagadish can build a wall in 10 days. Okay. Narendra can build the same wall in 12 days. So Narendra can build the same wall in 12 days. Sumit takes 15 days to do the same job. Okay. Sumit takes 15 days to do the same job. Which two of them should be employed to finish the job in 6 days? Okay, very simple question. Just take LCM. So here total 10, 12, 15. Highest number is 15. Answer should be 15 multiple. 15 2 30. No. 45. No. 60. So LCM is 60. So the total chocolates in the picture is 60 chocolates. Now let's say Jagadish can eat 60 chocolates in 10 days. In 1 day, he can complete 6 chocolates. So even the same Narendra, he can eat 60 chocolates in 12 days. In 1 day, how many chocolates? 5 chocolates. Now Sumit, yeah, Sumit eats 60 chocolates in 15 days. In 1 day, 4 chocolates. Okay. Now the question is very simple. Okay, which two of them can complete the work in 6 days? Very simple. How many chocolates total we have? 60 chocolates. So if you wanted to get the work will be completed by 6 days, so obviously, so the efficiency, the both efficiency should be considered as, can I say 10? The both only out of 3 members, 2 persons combined efficiency should be taken as 10, because two person should be taken the chocolates or completed the chocolates of 10 chocolates per day, then it will be 6 days, it will get tallied. Now which two of them will eat 10 chocolates per day? If I'll take Jagadish and Narendra, they both can eat 11 chocolates per day. No. Then Jagadish and Sumit. So 6 plus 4. Here we can easily say that 6 plus 4, 10. Jagadish and Sumit. Where is that answer? Jagadish and Sumit? Yes, option B. So Jagadish and Sumit can complete the work in 6 days. So answer is option B, Jagadish and Sumit. I hope you all are clear. The same type of question, the same logic here, but you should understand the pattern. The way of asking is little different. That's it. If you are thorough with the concept, how to solve, it is very easy to solve the questions from time and work. So these all comes under, okay, different efficiencies, because when you're talking about either person A or person B, all are working on different efficiencies. Okay, yes, let's try to solve this question. You can try it easily. It is very easy to clear foundation round if you will get questions from time and work in foundation round. Moreover, as I said in the first class, you will get easy to medium level in foundation round. It is very easy to clear if you know at least basic knowledge on aptitude. Okay, A does 80% of the work in 10 days. So if you consider A can complete the work in 20 days. Okay, how much work? 80% of the work, not 100%. Now he then calls B, they together finish the remaining work in 3 days. How long B alone take to complete the whole work? Very simple, guys. A, first you should find complete 100%. Okay, how long A takes to complete 100% of the work? Okay, here we know only a few things. I mean a condition. A does 80% of the work in 20 days. Okay, if it is 100%, how long A will take? So very simple. Let's try to find it out. What basically students will do is 80% to complete the work. 80%, it took 20 days. For 100%, how many days? So they will do all these cross multiplication. If you are doing this, you are wasting time in exam. Okay, very simple way I will tell. So 80%, if you know how to convert into fractions, can I say that it is 4 by 5? 4 by 5, 80%. So now let's try to do that. 4, 4 5s. Now to complete entire work, A takes 25 days. To complete entire work, A takes 25 days, because 4, 4, 5 times is 20. This 5 will go here. 5 into 5, 25. So if it, even if you will do cross multiplication like previous calculation, you will get answer 25. Why to waste time? If you know this proper logic, you can even calculate these values in mind itself without using pen and paper. So to complete entire work, A takes 25 days. Now let's take a scenario. Okay, he then calls B, they together finish the remaining work in 30 days. Okay, means A along with the help of B, remaining work, actually A does 80% of the work. Then how much part of the work remaining? 20%. Now can I say that to complete this 20%, they took 3 days. They took 3 days. What actually the fraction of 20%? Can I say that it is 1 by 5? So if 1/5 of the part work can be done in 3 days, to complete entire part of the work, so A plus B, to complete entire part of the work, this 5 will go there, so it will be 15 days. Okay, now these two are very, very important for us. Okay, because we got to know that for A working alone, to complete entire work, he will take 25 days. With the help of B, A and B together can complete entire work, I mean 100% of the work in 15 days. Now total number of chocolates, LCM of 15 and 25, obviously we know that it is 75 chocolates. So the total chocolates is 75. Now A can eat 75 chocolates in 25 days. So each day 3 chocolates, right? Now A along with B, A and B both, they can eat 75 chocolates in 15 days. Okay, I can say that in one day 5 chocolates. Now if you observe, A individual efficiency is 3 chocolates per day. A along with the help of B, efficiency is 5 chocolates per day. Okay, then I can easily compare A individual efficiency is 3 chocolates per day and B along with A in, combined efficiency is 5. Then obviously I'll get to know B efficiency is 2 chocolates per day, right? Because A plus B, if I add A plus B, that should be equal to 5. Okay, so now we got to know that B individual efficiency is 2 chocolates per day. Now what's the question actually? How long B alone would take to complete whole work? Whole work means complete work. So what is the total number of chocolates here? We have 75. But B alone can eat how many chocolates per day? 2 chocolates per day. If B wants to complete entire 75 chocolates, so how long he will take to complete the work? 75 by 2. What is 75 by 2? 37.5. Okay, so here answer is 37.5. I hope you all are clear with this. So this is how we solve basically. Yeah, exactly. I can see answers as option C and 37.5 in the chat box. Very good, very good try. So I hope you all are clear with this. So these type of questions, I hope like we discussed, okay, good example questions, I mean, which were asked in the previous TCS NQT. Okay, so this category comes under individual efficiency. Then what about equal efficiency? So equal efficiency, how to identify whether the given question, okay, in the exam belongs to, okay, equal efficiency or individual. There are so many questions actually we have. So I'll give you a work at the last. I will give you a question to practice. Okay, there are few questions belongs to pipes and systems as well. Okay, I'll just tell you one small example. Okay, how to identify whether the given question, okay, from time and work is working on different efficiencies or working on same efficiencies. Very simple, guys. When group of people working together, that comes under, okay, equal efficiency. Because let's say like how the questions will be is, okay, uh, 12 boys and 15 girls can complete a task, okay, in 5 days. Okay, and they will give you 24 boys and 10 girls can complete a work in 12 days. Like that they will give you some conditions. Means if you observe, okay, nowhere so far, like whatever the questions we solved only based on individual efficiency. Let's say A can complete work in some days, B can complete work in some days. Means if all are working on individual efficiencies. Now when it comes to the point of group of people working together, when group of people working together, that will be considered as working on same efficiencies, because they cannot mention all 20 people who are working in the group on different efficiencies. So it will be like very lengthy problem. So that's the reason when group of people working together, please consider it is an equal efficiencies. When the question comes from equal efficiencies, it is dead easy to solve the question. Just only you need to remember one simple way, simple shortcut. Okay, so actually we used to say that the derivation, like how it comes actually, but now it is not required. I'll just tell you the direct shortcut for that. You just remember and you can apply the same thing. Okay, what is the shortcut for that? Okay, equal efficiency is very simple. M1 D1 by W1 is equals to M2 D2 by W2. Okay, I'll just explain you the terms. Okay, M in the sense like manpower. Okay, I mean number of people working. We can simply say that M means number of people working. D means, I'm just saying that it is days. Sometimes they may give in terms of hours as well. So this will be considered as time. Okay, better you can take, instead of D, you can take T. Okay, so that you will not get confused. So M1 T1 by W1 is equals to M2 T2 by W2. Here M in the sense number of people working, manpower, and T means time. Okay, time can be in terms of days or time can be in terms of hours. And W is nothing but what work they are doing. Okay, let's consider here. Mostly you will get these type of questions in the exam in time and work. Okay, so 12 men and 16 boys, everything will be considered as people, right? So they just discriminate that men and boys, sometimes boys and girls, sometimes women and men. So they might give different terms, but the condition here is all group of people working together. If 12 men and 16 boys can do the work in 5 days, this is what the time, 5 days time. Now 13 men and 24 boys can do the work in 4 days. Okay, now the question is, what is the ratio of the daily work done by man to that of boy? What is the efficiency of man to boy, they are asking. Okay, very simple logic here. If you observe, manpower, so number of people working together. So how many people are there here? 12 men and 16 boys. So just write 12 men plus 16 boys. This everything will be considered as M1. All together took how many days? How much time they have taken? 5 days. Can I say that it is 5? What will be the W1? What is the work? They didn't mention anything about specific work, so just consider some work. Okay, is equals to, okay, we'll just consider W1 some work. Okay, now next group of people, 13 men plus, okay, and 24 boys together can complete the work in 4 days. Obviously, even if they didn't mention anything about, okay, the work, so the same work will be continued. So here W1 is equals to W2. They didn't mention anything about that, so I can cancel it, W1 and W2. Now 12 5 times is 60m plus 16 5 times, is it 16 boys 5 days? Yes, exactly. So I can say that it is 80b. 16 5 times is 80, is equals to 13 4 times, okay, 52m plus, okay, 24 4 times, so we can say that 80 plus 16, 96 boys. Now if you solve this equation, okay, so here if you will take this m to that side, left hand side, 60m minus 52m, can I write it as 80m is equals to, okay, and if you will take 80b to the right hand side, 96 minus 80, what is 96 minus 80? Can I say that it is 16b? From here itself you will get to know what is the efficiency, what they are talking about, efficiency of man to boy. So man to boy means b, you should take it there, so 16 by 8, which is equals to 2 by 1. So the efficiency when they are talking about man to boy efficiency is 2:1, means man can eat 2 chocolates per day, boy can eat only 1 chocolate per day. That is what efficiency indicates, or we can also say that the capacity or efficiency. So answer is 2:1. So option A is correct. This is how. So only thing that you should remember is this rule. Okay, m1 t1 by w1 is equals to m2 t2 by w2. If you know this, you can solve questions from equal efficiencies. I hope you all are clear with this question. So let's go with the next category from time and work, the most important. If you know how to solve the questions from the first category, okay, whatever we solve, like 5 to 6 questions from the category 1, almost similar. Okay, the only thing is in pipes and cisterns there might be chances they may give a condition called leak. When it is considered as leak efficiency will be negative. Obviously very simple, terminology will change. Instead of person A can complete the work in 10 days, person B can complete the work in 15 days, what the terminology they will give, pipe A can fill a tank in 10 minutes, pipe B can fill a tank in 15 minutes. Here don't get confused about pipes and cisterns. Pipes and cistern in the sense tank. Okay, let's consider a scenario. Okay, this question you will understand easily. So pipe A fills in how many minutes? So pipe A can fill a tank in how many minutes? 10 minutes. Pipe B can fill a tank in how many minutes? 15 minutes, right? So 15 minutes. Now if they both are opened, okay, actually in individual efficiency what kind of conditions they will give? If they both started working together, right? But here in the terminology of pipes and cisterns, they will give both taps are open together for how many minutes? 5 minutes, and then A closed. How much long will how much long time will it take to fill the tank? Very simple. If you observe the same case, can I say that total chocolates, but here don't consider it as chocolates, consider it as total capacity of the tank. Whatever it is, the process is same. So total capacity of the tank is LCM of 10 and 15 is 30 liters. Now can I say that tap A can fill 30 liters in 10 minutes? In 1 minute, what is the capacity here? 3 liters per minute. 3 liters per minute. Okay. The similar way, tap B can fill 30 liters in 15 minutes. In 1 minute, 2 liters per minute. Okay. Now if they both work together, they can fill 5 liters per minute. Actually the question is, when you draw a timeline, both taps are kept open for 5 minutes and then A closed. Remaining time B should work. Okay. Now if you observe, they both work for 5 minutes. If they both started working for 1 minute, okay, they both can fill 5 liters. So if in 1 minute 5 liters means obviously 5 into 5, 25. 25 liters will be filled in the first 5 minutes when they both kept open. Okay, now after filling 25 liters, so how much remaining liters are left out? 5 more liters are left out, that should be filled by B. What B's capacity is 2 liters per minute, right? 2 liters per minute. Now I am writing that B's capacity is 2 liters. Okay, it can fill 2 liters in 1 minute. I can say that it can fill 2 liters. Okay, now the question is, how long will it take to fill the, how much long time will it take to fill the tank? Okay, very simple here. So if you observe, 1 minute means here, if you observe all the options given in terms of seconds, 1 minute means how many seconds? 60 seconds. Okay, 1 minute means 60 seconds. Now if you observe, I mean B's efficiency, that we got to know that it is 60 seconds it will take to fill 2 liters. So obviously 1 liter 30 seconds. Okay, now here how many liters are left out? 5 liters. So for 5 liters, how long B takes to fill the tank? So for 1 liter B is taking 30 seconds, right? For 5 liters, so 5 into 30, 150 seconds. So answer is B will take remaining 150 seconds to fill the tank. I hope you all are clear with this. So the same thing, when it comes to the point of pipes and cisterns, you should remember only terminology will change. That's it. Okay, let's try to solve one more question based on leak from pipes and cistern. I will give you one question. Okay, let's say, let's answer this question. Okay, first can you read it out, this question, and can you try it by your own? Let's see. Okay, a cistern is fitted with 3 taps, namely P, Q and R. Okay, let's assume here P, okay, P, Q and R. So P, Q and R. So let's say P can fill a tank in 10 minutes, Q can fill a tank in 15 minutes, whereas R, emptying tap fitted at the bottom of the cistern, can empty it in 12 minutes. So if you observe, first 2 taps out of 3, I mean P and Q are filling the tank. What about R? R is emptying the tap, right? Emptying the tank. Now you just need to do the same procedure. Total capacity LCM is 60 liters. Now see, P can fill 60 liters in 10 minutes. In 1 minute 6 liters can be filled, right? Now when it comes to the point of Q, Q can fill 60 liters in 15 minutes. In 1 minute only 4 liters can be filled. Okay, then what about R? R is not filling tap. Okay, R is emptying the tap. Okay, emptying the tank in how many minutes? 12 minutes. If R empties 60 liters in 12 minutes, in 1 minute can I say that it can empty 5 liters? So if you observe, when it comes to the point of leak or removing the water, so we should consider it as negative efficiency. So if all 3 taps kept open, so these 2 taps is filling 10 liters and this tap is emptying 5 liters. So obviously the net productive work done will be only 5 liters per minute. If you forget to consider it as negative, so obviously you will end up with wrong answer, because people will consider 6 plus 4 plus 5 total 15, but this is emptying tap fitted at the bottom of the tank, so you should consider it as negative efficiency. So here total productive work done will be 5 liters per minute. So in order to complete this 60 liters to fill, so how long will it take? 60 by 5, which is equals to 12 minutes. So answer is option B. Okay, so I hope you all are clear with this. So this is how the questions will be asked in the time, I mean from the concept of time and work. So just be clear about the concept of time and work. Okay, these questions are not sufficient actually. So once if you know the concept, you should try as many questions as possible to get expert in the particular topic. So I hope you all are clear with the concept of time and work. Okay, so next we'll go with time, speed and distance. Okay, so the same case, I'll just tell you a small concept, and after that, like, we'll try to solve questions which were asked in the previous time, speed, distance, I mean previous TCS NQT exam, from the concept of time, speed and distance. Okay, let's say when it comes to the point of time, speed and distance, majority of the students, obviously, okay, so majority of the times when I observe the questions from time, speed, distance based on two categories. Okay, one is problems on trains, next one problems on boats and streams. There are few more concepts which are there in time, speed and distance, but we are not going to discuss this complete time, speed, distance concept in this class, because almost it will take some 5 hours easily to complete entire concept of time, speed and distance. So I'll just give you a small inputs on small conditions, and I'll tell you some shortcuts as well, how to solve questions from, okay, problems on trains and problems on boats and streams. Especially there are few shortcuts that you can remember directly and you can apply it. Okay, so complete concept discussing here is not possible. Basically, as I said, it will take almost 5 to 6 hours time. So I just deliver the content whichever is required at this particular point of time, so that might help you to solve questions in TCS exam. Okay, so let's say basically we have three different segments, three parts in time, speed and distance. One is average speed, next one is relative speed, and then third one is effective speed. So average speed, relative speed, effective speed. So mostly problems on trains comes under relative speed concept, and problems on boats and streams comes under effective speed concept. We'll discuss about these two things. Okay, so that you will get little clarity about the concept. Okay, let me tell you what what's the difference between basically relative speed, relative speed and effective speed. Relative speed and effective speed. Okay, so mostly, as I said, problems based on trains comes under relative speed, problems based on boats comes under effective speed. Okay, moreover, there are high chances that even you may get questions either from problems on trains or problems on boats. Okay, boats and streams. Okay, now when it is that the only difference? No. Okay, so what actually the relative speed is, in what's the meaning of relative speed is the speed of one object with respect to the speed of other object. Means in one object speed with referring to other object speed. So before that, we just need to understand the basic relation. Okay, before discussing about relative speed and effective speed, our topic is time, speed and distance. What is the basic relation between these three terminology? So speed is equals to distance by time, right? Speed is equals to distance by time. If you know any of these two terms, you can easily find the third term. But when it comes to the point of relative speed and effective speed, we will be having two speeds in the picture. Okay, let's analyze the scenario. Okay, there is a thief. Okay, there is a thief and there's a police. Okay, there's a police, thief and police. Now let's say the distance between thief and police, let's assume that 500 meters. Okay, the distance between thief and police is 500 meters. Now police observe the thief as well as the same thief also observe the police. Obviously what will happen in the scenario? So thief started running towards this direction, obviously. Okay, and after the observing after thief running, okay, so police observe that and police even running in the same direction, means police is chasing the thief. Now the point here is two objects are in motion. Okay, the speed of one object with respect to the speed of other object is called relative speed. In the whole scenario, what kind of question that can be framed is very simple. How much time taken by police to catch the thief? Obviously they will give you the speeds of, I mean speed of thief as well as speed of police. Obviously when police wants to catch the thief, the speed of the police should be greater than the speed of the thief. So here the whole scenario indicates how much time taken by police to catch the thief. So how much time? time indicates, so if you want to calculate time, distance mentioned 500 meters. So speed, which speed should be considered, police speed or thief speed? Both speeds should be considered. So both speeds should be considered means either you have to add or subtract. So that's a major condition, and that will tells in the concept of relative speed. So very simple, I will just tell you the points. Okay, in relative speed concept, okay, remember in relative speed concept, if two objects are moving in same direction, their relative speed is equals to s1 minus s2. If two objects are moving in opposite direction, so their relative speed will be s1 plus s2. Okay, so these two conditions you have to remember. And same, if you remember only one particular side, other side effective speed is quite reverse. Okay, so in effective speed, okay, if two objects are moving in same direction, I will give you a sample example. Let's assume that scenario, there's a water. Okay, there is a water, and let's assume that it's a boat. When boat is moving this particular direction, let's assume that there's a still water, means water is not having any flow. Okay, boat is moving with some speed called s. Okay, suddenly water started flowing in the same direction of the boat. Now obviously boat speed will get increase or decrease. So we can easily say that when water started flowing in the same direction of the boat speed will get increased, right? So now when two objects, means here object in the sense the boat and the water, when both are moving in the same direction, their effective speed, what is meant by effective speed? Now the speed of boat is getting affected by speed of water, right? Here effect means change. Okay, either it can increase or decrease. Now the speed of the boat is increasing due to water speed. Now the speed of one object affects the speed of other object, indicates the concept of effective speed. That's the reason the boats and streams concept comes under effective speed. Now same direction, so their effective speed will be s1 plus s2. Actually they will not mention water and boat are traveling in the same direction or opposite direction. Instead they will mention, okay, downstream. Okay, there are two conditions called downstream and upstream. So if they mention downstream, you just keep it in your mind, both water and boat are moving in the same direction. What if water is against the boat? Okay, boat is moving in this direction, water is moving opposite to the boat, obviously boat speed will get decrease. So if it is the opposite direction, if both objects are in opposite direction, their effective speed will be s1 minus s2. Opposite direction also, in the exam they will mention it as upstream. When they mention the word called upstream, you should just remember the point, both water and boat are in the opposite direction. Again boat is going against the stream, here stream is water. Okay, so downstream and upstream, remember these two terms. Downstream means s1 plus s2, upstream means s1 minus s2. Okay, in relative speed obviously they will give that, okay, two persons are moving in same direction, or two trains are moving in same direction, or two objects are moving in same or opposite direction, they will mention clearly. Based on that you have to remember the conditions. Yeah, okay, how much weightage from the concept of time speed distance? We can easily expect same, like same weightage like time and work. Okay, one question in foundation and one question might be in advanced round. So okay, and in advanced aptitude, so definitely we can expect one question, but I'm not so sure how many questions they will give, because there is no officially TCS announced that these many questions given from the topic. There is no specific weightage given by the TCS, and based on the previous research, like we can expect 1 to 2 questions from the concept of time, speed and distance, and mostly out of the entire concept of time, speed and distance, so we can expect questions either from the trains or boats and streams. Even this is also not guaranteed. Okay, based on the previous years, we are expecting either questions from trains or boats. Sometimes they may give questions based on the general category of time, speed and distance. Very general questions they might give sometimes. So this is not fixed, but uh, these two are the main key topics in the concept of time, speed and distance. One is trains, next one is boats. Okay, that's the reason I'm especially explaining these two particular concept. Okay, other than that, like we will be having some general questions, and there is one more speed called average speed. Okay, there are few conditions to be considered in average speed concept. There are so many things to be discussed in concept of time, speed and distance, but we don't have much time to discuss all the topics, so I'm just covering as much as possible. Okay, that might help for the students in the exam of TCS NQT. Okay, so let's say these two are the topics which are mainly we should solve questions from these two topics in the concept of time, speed and distance. Okay, let's try to solve some questions so that you will get to know slowly. Okay, let's consider this is the general question. I can say, I said like not only on trains and boats. Okay, there are some chances that they might give some basic general questions, right? This is one among that. Okay, so that you will have more clarity. Other than trains and boats, what type of questions can be asked? This is one of the question. Let's say the ratio of the speeds of a bus and a car is 2:5. Bus and car. Okay, what is the ratio of their speeds? 2:5. Which is moving fast, bus or car? Obviously the ratio, the number of parts for car is more, so I can say that car speed is greater than bus speed according to the question. I'm talking about according to the question. So 2:5. Next, the car covers a distance of 280 kilometers. First, in order to solve this particular question, you should know the relation between three terms. Speed is equals to distance by time. Okay, when if you observe, the car covers a distance of 280 meters, they're talking about how much distance car is covering? 280 kilometers in some time. And the bus covers a distance of d kilometers, uh, d kilometers less in the same time. So here if you observe, what is the distance covered by the car? Now if you observe the question, okay, so here speed when time in the same time, when time is constant, what is the relation between speed and time? That's the question. What's the relation between speed and time? So speed is inversely proportional, directly proportional to the time. Am I correct? So very simple. When time given is, let's say, 1 hour, in 1 hour you can travel 100 kilometers by traveling 100 kilometers per hour speed. Let's assume. If time remains constant, if I increase the distance, obviously in order to cover that distance, okay, in the same time, you should increase the speed. Means when distance is getting increased, speed should also get increased, right? Okay, the same case. Now here, when these they are talking about speeds, these they have given distance. Now speed, when speed is directly proportional to distance, okay, so I can say that even distance should also be in the same ratio. Okay, in the same ratio. So here what's actually the question is, so when five parts is 280, so you just need to understand what will be the each part. So here what's the value? 280 by 5 times is 25, 35 6 times. So here when five parts is I mean one part is 56, here they're talking about what the distance covered by the bus. So here we have two parts, so which will be nothing but 112 kilometers. Okay, I hope this is just like basic and general question that can be asked, and there are few questions even. Okay, you may get questions from problems on trains and problems on boats and steams as well. Let's discuss a question from problems on trains. Okay, a train covers, okay, a train covers 15 kilometers in 10 minutes. Okay, so here what is this 15 kilometers indicates? Distance, right? What is this 10 minutes indicates? Time. Okay, now a train cars 15 kilometers in 10 minutes. Can't we find what is the speed of the train? Speed of the train is equals to What's the basic formula, basic general relation between speed, distance and time? Speed is equals to distance by time. Here what's the distance? 15 kilometers, but time they have given it as 10 minutes. So obviously speed can be either kilometer per hour or meter per seconds. Okay, in these two representations we can do anything. So here if you observe 15 kilometers in 10 minutes, so 15 kilometers means how many meters? 1000. 15 into 1000. 1 minute means 60 seconds. So I'm converting this to be in meters per seconds. So if you observe two zeros will get cancelled. So here 150 divided by 6. 6 2 times is 12, 6 5 times is 30. So I can say that. So what is the speed of the train here finally? Speed of the train is equals to 25 meters per second. We got to know the speed of the train is 25 meters per second. If it takes 8 seconds to cross a pole, when train is crossing a pole, okay, so then the length of the train will be, so here the distance will be considered as length of the train. Here what's the question? Actually the length of the train, right? So time is equals to distance by speed. Now time taken by the train to cross the pole, how much time it took? 8 seconds. So distance traveled is always considered as length of the train when train is crossing a pole. What if a train crosses bridge or platform? Obviously we should consider the length of the platform or length of the bridge. Okay, so here pole, when comparatively the length of the train, pole length will be negligible. So the distance travel will be length of the train divided by what's the speed of the train? 25. So the length of the train 25 meters per second. Here this is also in terms of seconds already mentioned, so I'm not converting any values. So the length is equals to 25 8 times is equals to 200 meters. So the length of the train is 200 meters. So only thing that you should understand, so based on the distance and time given of the train's details, so we can find the speed of the train. After finding speed of the train, you should not do directly substituting values. You should be aware of the converting of units. Okay, so speed should be either in terms of kilometers per hour or meters per seconds. Either in these two things we should convert. Okay, so based on obviously answers in terms of meters, that's the reason I converted in terms of meters per seconds. Okay, so here the final answer is 200 meters. Okay, I hope you all are clear with this question. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, train runs at a speed of 42 meters per second and takes 35 seconds to pass a tunnel. After traveling some distance, it takes 15 seconds to pass a pole. What is the length of the tunnel? Okay, very, very important question. These type of questions, like moreover, they will try to compare. Here they're comparing a train crossing tunnel and the same train crossing pole. Okay, what's basically the distance difference? Here, when train is crossing a tunnel and when train is crossing a pole. Okay, when train crosses tunnel, how much time taken by the train to cross a tunnel? Time is equals to distance by speed. Here also, how much time taken by train to cross a pole? Distance by speed. But here time is equals to distance to be considered as when train is crossing a tunnel, length of the train plus length of the tunnel should be considered as total distance, okay, divided by speed of the train. Obviously tunnel will not be having any speed. Okay, now when it comes to the point of pole, time taken by the train to cross a pole means, okay, length of the train should be considered, because pole length should be considered as negligible. We should not consider pole length of the pole. So speed of the train. Okay, now based on these two particular conditions, we are going to solve the question. Now a train runs at a speed of 42 meters per second, takes 35 seconds to pass a tunnel. Now can I substitute the time in the place of time? How much time it took to cross a tunnel? 35 seconds is equals to length of the train plus length of the tunnel. Okay, this is tunnel, this is train, divided by what's the speed of the train? 42. Now can I say that length of the train plus length of the tunnel is equals to 35 into 42. Okay, let's keep it in the same way. Okay, no need to waste our time to multiply. Let's try to solve it at the last. Okay, let's say here, after some time, okay, the same train crosses a pole in how many seconds? 15 seconds. Means while crossing pole, train took 15 seconds. So the length of the train divided by what's the speed? Same train, obviously the same speed, right? 42. So I can say that length of the train is equals to 15 into 42. Now if you observe, length of the train plus length of the tunnel is equals to 35 into 42. Only length of the train will be considered as 15 into 42. Now if I want to know what is the length of the tunnel, so just substitute length of the train 15 into 42 in that particular equation. So you will get length of the tunnel. So what's the length of the tunnel here? Okay, 35 into 42 minus 15 into 42, right? 15 into 42. Now if you observe, okay, so while calculating this length of the tunnel, here 35 into 42 minus 15 into 42, very simple logic. So if you multiply that, you are wasting time. So here we have 42 in common. So 35 minus 15 I can write. So the length of the tunnel will be 35 minus 15 is 20. So 42 into 20, which is equals to 840. So the length of the tunnel is 840 meters. Okay, so the thing is, you just need to understand, when train is crossing a tunnel and when train is crossing a pole, what kind of conditions we should consider. So this you should remember. Okay, if the people who got confused, so you just make a note. Okay, watch the video once again. So what we are doing it here, so when train is crossing a tunnel, the condition like this. Okay, because the only difference is here we should consider the length of the tunnel as well as a distance traveled. Here if it is a pole, length of the pole should be considered as negligible. Okay, so I hope you all are clear. Yes, some students posted it as, yeah, 840. Yes, next one, next question. Okay, a train Rajdhani starts from Suratkal at 5 a.m. with the speed of 15 kilometers per hour. Okay, with the speed of 15 kilometers per hour. Another train starts from Shatabi, the same place in the same direction, 7 a.m. Okay, with the speed of 20 kilometers per hour. Very simple, guys. Let's assume same time, same place. Okay, sorry, same place, different timings. Let's assume that there is a train which starts at 5 a.m. started moving this particular direction. What is the speed of the train? 15 kilometers per hour. Okay, now after traveling some distance, let's say second train starting at what time? 7 a.m. What's the time difference here? 2 hours time difference, right? In the meanwhile, in the 2 hours, okay, the first train which started at 5 a.m. would be traveled 30 kilometers, right? Because how can we say that it is 30 kilometers? First train is going at a speed of 15 kilometers per hour when it is started at 5 a.m. At by the time of 7 a.m. in these 2 hours, how much distance it would have covered? 30 kilometers would be covered. So now the train, okay, one particular train is going here at a speed of 15 kilometers per hour. What is the starting point to this particular point? The distance is 30 kilometers. Now the question is, when the time is 7 a.m., when the time is 7 a.m., by the time of 7 a.m., so this will be the first train which already started will be at this particular place, which is 30 kilometers far from the initial position. Now the at 7 a.m. another train starting in the same direction, but at the speed of, okay, at the speed of, okay, what's the speed? 20 kilometers per hour. Now what they're talking is, what will be the time, at what time they both will meet? Obviously the second train which is starting at 7 a.m. is having high speed, okay, comparatively the first train. So that how much time, first how many hours required, they both will meet each other, means time is equals to distance by speed. What is the distance between two trains? So from the starting of the point, from this particular point is 30 kilometers by when you want to consider the speed, as I said, when two trains, one train with respect to other train, when two trains are moving, okay, in the same direction, the relative speed is s1 minus s2. I already said. So here I am writing distance by s1 minus s2. Why it is s1 minus s2? When two objects are moving in same direction, relative speed will be s1 minus s2. In case if two objects are moving in the opposite direction in relative speed, their relative speed will be s1 plus s2. I hope you all are clear, right? Now what will be the speed, relative speed of these two trains? So here one train speed is 20, another train speed is 15. So obviously it is 20 minus 15 will be 5. So 30 divided by 5, which is equals to 6 hours. The both trains will take 6 hours, okay, to meet each other. So at what time they are starting actually? So we should consider the time from 7 a.m. So from 7 a.m. when they both will meet at after 6 hours. So obviously the time will be 1 p.m. So answer is 1 p.m. I hope you all are clear with this question. Please make a note of this. Okay. Let's go with the next one. ముప్పై సార్లు చెప్పేసారు 30 ఎందుకు వచ్చింది అనేది. Okay, so next question is, a man can row a boat 12 kilometers per hour. As we discussed that when the concept of effective speed. So all the problems from boats and steams related to effective speed. What actually effective speed is? So the speed of one object with the speed of one object affects the speed of other object is called effective speed. In effective speed concept, when two objects are moving in same direction, what we call the term when the both are moving in same direction, we call it as downstream. When two objects are in downstream means speed of the boat along with the speed of water, so we should consider it as downstream. In that case, the speed of the boat, their effective speed will be speed of the boat plus speed of the stream. What if the boat is moving against the stream? So that will be considered as upstream. So in upstream we have a condition, speed of the boat minus speed of the stream. They will not give you the condition in the exam whether the both are moving in same direction or opposite direction. They will give you the terminology like downstream and upstream. Based on this particular terminology, we should understand whether boat and water are in the same direction or opposite direction. When you see the word downstream, means you should understand that both boat and water are moving in the same direction. If it is the same direction, we should add the speeds. If it is opposite direction, means upstream, we should subtract the speeds. Speed of the boat minus speed of the stream. Now based on these two conditions, let's try to solve this question. Let's say a man can row a boat at a speed of 12 kilometers per hour with the stream. Okay, means with the stream in the sense like along with the stream. Now on 8 kilometers per hour against the stream. Against the stream means obviously it is upstream, means boat speed of the boat and speed of the person is in opposite direction. Now we will write the condition here. A man can row a boat with the stream, means I can say that downstream speed is 12 kilometers per hour, right? Downstream speed. What actually downstream speed is? Speed of the boat plus speed of the stream. Indirectly they have given that speed of the boat plus speed of the stream is 12 kilometers per hour, and they mention that it is 8 kilometers per hour against the stream. Obviously when you are moving against the stream, your speed will get decreased, right? That's the reason it is only 8 kilometers per hour. When boat is moving against the stream, that will be considered as upstream, right? This will be considered as downstream. Okay, now obviously like these two looks like an equations, like two equations. Speed of the boat plus speed of the stream is equals to 12. Speed of the boat minus speed of the stream is equals to 8. So if you solve these two equations, obviously if you want you can find speed of the boat, or else you can also find speed of the stream, whichever it required. But in the question, find the speed in the still water, means they're asking us to find speed of the man, means speed of the boat. So speed of the stream and speed of the stream, these two linear equations, these are basic concept like how to cancel these linear equations. So 2 times of speed of the boat is equals to 12 plus 8 is equals to 20. So speed of the boat is equals to 10 kilometers per hour. Okay, so I hope you all are clear with these calculations. But what I recommend students is not to do this method in the exam. Okay, actually majority of the students will do the same thing. So they will just go with the equations, all the points. So my way is like very simple. Remember the shortcut. If you know downstream speed, if you know downstream speed is 12, upstream speed is 8. If they ask you to find speed of the boat or speed of the stream, how can we solve? So very simple shortcut. Remember the shortcut from now. Whenever you will get questions from boats and streams, you can apply the same. Okay, so speed of the boat is equals to half of d plus u. That's it. This is the shortcut. Okay, if it is a speed of the stream, if they ask you to find speed of the stream, okay, half into d minus u. Actually, how these formulas and why we are using these formulas, that we will explain basically in class. Almost it will take 1 hour time. So as I said, okay, to complete this entire concept, it will take 3 to 4 hours. So we don't have that much time here. So I'm explaining directly shortcuts. So here, if you observe what they are asking, speed of the boat. So directly speed of the boat, we can calculate here half into, what is the downstream speed? 12. So 12 plus 8 is 20. What is half of 20? The speed of boat is 10. In case if they would have asked the speed of stream, you can apply the same values in downstream and upstream, half of d minus u. So 12 minus 8 is 4, half of 4 is 2. The speed of the stream will be 2 kilometers per hour. So here the answer is 10 kilometers per hour. I hope you all are clear with the question. So let's go with the next one. Okay. Next one, a man can row a boat to a certain distance upstream in 4 hours and takes 3 hours to row downstream in the same distance. Okay, what is the speed of boat in still water if the speed of stream is 2 kilometers per hour? If you observe, a man can row a boat at a certain distance upstream. Okay, here they have given the time 4 hours in upstream. Means upstream in the sense against the stream, right? Now, and it takes 3 hours to row downstream. Obviously, it will take less time in the downstream. Now I'm taking the conditions for time. We know that time is inversely proportional to speed, right? Time is inversely proportional to speed. Already we discussed the relation at the starting. Speed is equals to distance by time. When distance is constant, speed is inversely proportional to time, obviously. So here, time already we got to know that the ratio of downstream and upstream. For upstream, how much time it is taking? 4 hours. So for downstream, it is 3 hours. Can I say that the time taken for downstream and upstream is 3:4, the ratio? When we already know that the relation is for time and speed, it is inversely proportional. Now when the times ratio are 3:4, then what about speeds ratio? Can I say that the speeds ratio will be for downstream and upstream, the speeds ratio will be reverse, right? Inversely proportional. So it will be 4:3. After knowing, see, very simple. If you know downstream speed and upstream speed, if you want to calculate speed of the boat, already I said in the last question, half of d plus u or half of d minus u. But when you know the ratios of downstream and upstream, majority of the people doesn't know these shortcuts. Okay, so when you know the ratio of these downstream and upstream, we have again the direct shortcut for that. So if you want to calculate speed of the boat, okay, a plus b by a minus b into speed of the stream. This is a shortcut. If you remember this shortcut directly, okay, you will get answer easily. So here, if they will give you, okay, the ratio of downstream and upstream and also the speed of the stream, how you can calculate speed of the boat? So a plus b means this is a is to b. You just need to assume a plus b. So 4 plus 3 is 7 by a minus b. A minus b means difference is 1 into what's the speed of the stream they mentioned? For sure they will give you either speed of the stream or speed of the boat. If they give speed of the stream, they will ask you to find speed of the boat. Or if they give speed of the boat, they will ask you to find speed of the stream. Okay, either of the cases. So they have already given that speed of the stream is 2 kilometers per hour. Now, obviously, you got to know that speed of the boat will be 7 into 2, 14 kilometers per hour. sometimes, you know, if you remember this particular shortcut, sometimes they may give speed of the boat and they will ask you to find speed of the stream, and vice versa, the formula. If you remember this shortcut, okay, if they, whatever the values they will give, okay, you can easily find either speed of the boat or speed of the stream. Here the only logic is, when you know either time ratio or speed ratio, it is very easy to find, okay, either speed of the boat or speed of the stream. Here the final answer is 14 kilometers per hour. I hope you all are clear with this particular question. Likewise, there are so many questions. Okay, if you want to get more clarity about the question, so whatever the shortcuts we discussed, either from time and work or time, speed and distance, so practice as many questions as possible, either from the books or from the websites. Okay, so practice more questions to get more clarity about the concept. So these are the questions which were discussed in previous TCS NQT classes, sorry, exam. Okay, I hope you all are clear with this. Okay, so that's it for today, and tomorrow, as students ask, we'll discuss about, there are few shortcuts in simple interest and compound interest. Obviously, minimum guarantee questions we can expect in TCS NQT, as well as coding and decoding. As we said, we cannot cover all topics, okay, in this 1 week of time, so we are covering based on the priority. So whichever comes, I mean, highest priority for the TCS NQT, we are covering that first. Okay, as I said, and one student asked in the chat box earlier regarding verbal classes. Obviously, on Thursday you will be having verbal classes as well for 2 hours on completing all the concepts which were given in TCS NQT. Okay, that's it guys. Thank you all.